No melting mess, no ice runs. The new Dometic CFX5 keeps your food chilled and your ice frozen so you can stay focused on the hunt. Just load it up, plug it in, and let it do the rest. I love using mine on hot pronghorn hunts and at early season elk camp. It really is a game changer. Head to Dometic.com to learn more about Dometic electric coolers.
MeatEater Kids!
It's time for Why It's the Way It Is.
Hey kids, this is Clay Newcomb, and today I want to tell you about one of my favorite animals in the whole world. This animal can weigh 600 pounds and be 55 inches tall at the shoulder, which is about as tall as a small horse. This animal has split hooves like a goat, and it can have hair over 24 inches long. It has horns that cover the top of its head like a football helmet. And then they drop down past the side of his face and then hook upward like a fish hook. Do you have any idea what this animal is? Let me give you a couple more clues. This animal lives in the North American Arctic, and the Arctic is the northern regions of our continent. The animal that I'm talking about is the muskox. Have you ever heard of a muskox? A muskox kind of looks like a cow with a tablecloth draped over its back, and the tablecloth hangs down to the ground. The indigenous people of the Arctic call it the umanmak, which means in the Inuit language, skin like a beard. The animal looks like it has a beard growing all over its body. Muskox live in Canada, Greenland, and Alaska. There are believed to be 80 to 125,000 muskox in the world. They're one of the few hooved animals that survived the last ice age. Only the muskox and the caribou survived the last ice age up in the Arctic, but they're still there. The closest relatives that they have are goat and sheep. They kind of look like a cow if you saw them, but they're much more related to goat and sheep. Muskox live off grass, willows, lichen, and moss. They're herbivores. They only eat plants. Their colors are black, gray, and brown, and sometimes from a distance it looks like the tips of their hair can be blonde. And that brings up one of the most interesting things about muskox, is their hair. The guard hairs on a muskox can be 24 inches long. Guard hairs are the hair that are on the outside of the animal that give it the protection from the wind, the snow, the ice, and the rain. And it's really wild and beautiful looking. But there's another shorter hair that they call quivet that is underneath the guard hairs. And the quivet, when made into wool, is 8 times warmer than sheep wool. Yep, kids, you heard that right. Sheep wool is extremely warm. We wear wool clothing all the time to stay warm. Man, if you could ever get your hands on some muskox wool, that would be 8 times warmer than sheep wool, but they need that because they live in some of the harshest conditions on planet Earth, where temperatures can drop to below -50. They've got to be able to stand in the cold and survive. One of the most unique social characteristics of muskox is how they travel in herds. Winter herds of muskox can be between 12 and 24 animals. In the summer, they'll be about half that. But probably what you've noticed if you've ever seen muskox on TV or seen them in pictures, or maybe you've seen a real muskox, I don't know. But you probably noticed when they are threatened, they will gather up in a circle and form a circle with their horns out, and they'll put their young in the middle of the circle. So if they're being chased by a wolf or a grizzly bear or perhaps a polar bear, they will, rather than try to outrun that animal, they will circle up in a defensive posture so that a wolf just can't get to the young. It's one of the most incredible things that they do. Male muskox during the breeding season, they fight to establish dominance. And what they do is they run towards each other and crash their horns together. And remember, I said that they have what's called a boss, which is like the top of their whole skull is covered with this horn, almost like a man wearing a football helmet. And then the horns swoop down in a hook J shape. Well, they clack together, 600 pounds on 600 pounds. Smash! And it's so hard that it seems like it might hurt the muskox, but they actually have a layer of air between their brain and the top of their skull that acts as padding so their brains aren't jarred by the impact. I find that very interesting, kids. How about you guys? You think that's cool? Muskox are undoubtedly one of the most mysterious animals in the world. They live in some of the harshest terrain in the world. They survived the last ice age, and they are one of my favorite animals in the whole world. Thank you guys so much for listening, and I hope that you have a great and wild day.
What kind of flowers grow on your face? Tulips.
It's time for Guess That Critter, where we play animal sounds and critter calls, and you've got to guess what creature is making those sounds. Don't worry, it ain't too hard. We're going to throw in some clues. Now open up your ears.
That sound you just heard is a mew. Females mew to communicate with males and juveniles. This is the sound you're most likely to hear from these critters if you're out walking in the mountains, especially around dawn and dusk because they are crepuscular. The young will also make a squealing call that sounds a little whinier than the short, crisp mew made by the females. Have you ever lost track of your mom and said, "Mom, where are you?" That's kind of what that sound is. These critters are herbivores, meaning they only eat things like grasses, forbs, and shrubs. They're also herd animals, so they tend to stay in groups, and they use these vocalizations to stay in contact with each other while moving through the woodlands and grasslands they call home. Listen closely. This next sound can be a little tricky to hear. What you just heard is called glunking. The males make this bassy thunking sound most often during breeding times around females. These are big critters. The males typically weigh between 700 and 1,200 pounds, while the females typically weigh between 500 and 800. They stand about 5 feet tall at the shoulder, have a light brown body with a dark brown neck and head, and a light rump. Now, this is the sound that these critters are known for, the bugle. If you remember back in episode 12, you heard my friend Clay talk all about bugles. The loud, multi-tone call usually begins with a low-frequency growl and progresses to a high-pitched scream and often ends with a chuckle. Bulls may bugle to announce their location and locate other bulls or warn them to stay away. It can also be used to attract a cow. While they can bugle any time, you're most likely to hear it when they are rutting from early September into October. Now, try to guess that critter. Okay, it's time for the reveal. It's an elk. Elk are known for being excellent table fare and are one of the most sought-after big game species in North America. Elk are commonly found all over the Rocky Mountain region, but at one time, an estimated 10 million lived all across North America. However, by the late 1800s, elk were nearly wiped out by overhunting and habitat destruction from settlers. They have since been reintroduced in places like Kentucky, West Virginia, Michigan, Wisconsin, and a few other states as well. Did you know that elk have 2 canine teeth called ivories? They are made of the same material as elephant or walrus tusks. Because of that connection, scientists believe that a very long time ago, elk might have had large tusks too. Ivories were and are prized by many, including Native Americans, who use them as adornment for clothing and jewelry like necklaces and earrings, often passing them down generations as family heirlooms. What would you make with elk ivory?
What do you call a lazy baby kangaroo? A pouch potato.
It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Trivia. Let's all join in.
I'm joined by Matthew, Mabel, Sage, Amelia, Addison, and Marshall. Each player will earn $10 for conservation with every question they get right. Today, there's a potential for this room to earn up to $180. This week, that donation is going to the Nature Conservancy, who brings conservation into the classroom through their Nature Lab program. Let's see how much money our players can raise. Question 1. Which of these is not a real animal? Is it a bullfrog, a bull shark, or a bullworm?
This is easy.
Oh, okay.
This is super easy.
The room thinks this
Because a
is
bull
too
shark
easy.
is real because I have one of those on my book.
Marshall, don't tell him the answer, dude. Which
Did
of
you say a
these is
bullworm?
not a real animal? Is it a bullfrog, a bull shark, or a bullworm? 2 of those animals are real. 1 of them is not. Is everybody ready?
100%.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. Mabel,
Bullworm.
Amelia,
Bullworm.
Marshall,
Bullworm. Definitely.
Sage,
Bullworm.
Addison,
Bullworm.
Matthew.
Bullworm.
That was too easy. Everybody got it. The correct
right.
answer is bullworm. Bullfrogs are big amphibians that are named after their croak that sounds like a bellowing bull. Bull sharks are sharks that got their name because they have a tendency to headbutt their prey. And the bullworm is a fictional animal from SpongeBob.
No, actually, Spencer, that's not technically correct.
Oh.
The animal from SpongeBob is called an Alaskan bullworm.
Oh, oh, wow. Did you guys know we had SpongeBob in the room with us today?
That would be awesome.
Now, what do you guys think would be a cooler animal? A bullworm or a worm bull?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob, okay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But would you rather have
SpongeBob.
a worm that's as big as a bull or a bull that's as small as a worm?
A bull is as small as a
Oh,
worm.
you guys are in big agreement.
I
You want a
hate-
little tiny
yeah.
bull.
I hate worms.
Okay.
I've also
That's an easy one.
I've also heard a bull shark is the most like it's killed the most people than any
They're
other
deadly,
shark.
dude. You're right. Here's question 2. Which of these is not a real animal? Is it a horsefly, a turtle turkey, or a lionfish? Which of these is not a real animal?
Funny
a
names.
horsefly,
This one's easy.
a turtle turkey, or a lionfish? The room is very confident again.
Yes.
Except me.
Horsefly, turtle turkey, or lionfish. 2 of those are real animals.
Why does turtle turkey
One
have
of
so
them
much teeth?
is not. There are a lot of T's in that
It
one.
has like 3.
The answer starts with a letter.
Sure, yeah. You got me there,
All of
Matthew.
them do.
Which of these is not a real animal? Horsefly, turtle turkey, or lionfish? Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. Mabel,
Turtle turkey.
Amelia,
Lionfish.
Marshall,
Turtle turkey.
Sage,
Turtle turkey.
Addison,
Turtle turkey.
Matthew.
Turtle turkey.
The correct answer is a turtle turkey. Horseflies are flies that got their name because they are always bothering horses. Lionfish are fish that got their name because they have spikes that resemble a lion's mane. And the turtle turkey is an animal I made up. Now, what do you guys think would be a cooler animal? A turtle turkey or a turkey turtle?
What's the difference?
Well, you either got a turtle who looks like a turkey or a turkey who looks like a turtle. Which one?
Turkey who looks like a turtle.
So you want
Turkey looks like a
a
turtle.
bird
Insane.
that like has a shell on it.
In Twin Lake, Michigan,
Uh-huh.
You get stung by the worst horseflies.
Oh yeah, they're big old
They're
suckers.
so bad.
A
Okay.
turtle that can fly would be pretty cool.
That's your vote?
Yeah. Can turkeys fly though?
That sounds like a
Yeah,
Mario
they can.
character, Phil.
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can. Yeah, what am I saying?
A turtle who can fly?
They have to
though.
roost.
Oh yeah, those are
but,
called
like,
Koopa.
Oh, Koopas. Okay.
And also like the lionfish has like stripes on it that kind of looks like a lion. I
Oh
think.
yeah, they'll tear you up, buddy. Here's question 3. Which of these is not a real animal? Is it a tiger salamander, a wolf spider, or a whale shrimp? Which of these is not a real animal? A tiger salamander, a wolf spider, or a whale shrimp? 2 of those animals are real, 1 is not.
I'm like locked in on an answer.
Okay. Yeah.
But I
think it's
have
easy.
I have a slight chance that I got it wrong
Mm.
because one of them sounds like legit, but then
tough question,
the other
huh?
one is like kind of legit.
Okay. Addison,
Yeah,
do you
that's
have
tough.
this one right, you think?
Yes,
You
probably.
got, okay, you're
What are the
confident.
answers again?
It's either a tiger salamander, a wolf spider, or a whale shrimp. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
definitely.
reveal your answers. Mabel,
Whale shrimp.
Amelia,
Whale shrimp.
Marshall,
Definitely whale shrimp.
Sage,
Whale shrimp.
Addison,
Whale shrimp.
Matthew.
Whale shrimp.
You guys got it. The correct answer is a whale shrimp. Tiger salamanders are salamanders that got their name because they have tiger-like stripes. Wolf spiders are spiders that got their name because they hunt like wolves. And the whale shrimp is an animal I made up. Now, what do you guys think would be a cooler animal? A whale shrimp or a shrimp whale?
Shrimp whale.
Shrimp whale.
So you want a whale that's really teeny tiny?
Yeah.
Yes.
You could have it like
Especially
in
a
a fish
blue
tank. That
whale
would be
because
adorable.
shrimp are
I
so
want that.
tiny and it's not fail. I want them to be giant.
So you want a shrimp that's the size of a whale, Marshall?
Okay, that would be delicious.
It would be delicious.
But then you could, if you had a shrimp that's as small as a whale, he could go down and spy on SpongeBob and then tell you what SpongeBob
Okay.
is
Oh,
doing.
that's a good idea.
So we've either
SpongeBob
got
isn't whale.
a whale you could have in your aquarium or a shrimp that could solve world hunger. It's a tough choice, isn't it, kids? All right, Phil the engineer, that's it for today's round of trivia. How much money did we raise?
We raised $170.
$170 going to the Nature Conservancy. Well done, kids. Join us next time for more MeatEater Kids Trivia, the only game show with turtle, turkeys, and whale shrimp.
Thank you so much for listening to MeatEater Kids. We hope you enjoyed listening to the show as much as we enjoyed making it. If you'd like to hear more, have your parents leave the show a review, write us an email, and tell your friends about it. Until then, get outside and don't stop being
MeatEater Kids!